This is the Concorde, a legendary supersonic passenger aircraft that could fly faster than the speed of sound and cruise at twice the speed of conventional airliners today. Traveling at 1,350 miles per hour, it was fast enough to cross the Atlantic Ocean in just under 3.5 hours. The Concorde soared at altitudes of up to 60,000 feet, allowing passengers to see the curvature of the Earth while traveling. Today we're exploring the unique features of this supersonic airliner and how it works. The Concorde was born from an ambitious partnership between Britain's BAC and France's Aerospatiale in the 1960s. After a decade of development, the Concorde entered service in 1976, primarily operated by British Airways and Air France. The Concorde stretched 202 feet long, had a wingspan of 84 feet, and stood 40 feet tall. Its most recognizable feature was its delta wing design, a triangular shape without a separate horizontal stabilizer. The Concorde had to approach the runway at a much steeper angle of around 16 degrees compared to 3 degrees for normal planes. This steep approach was necessary because delta wings only generate sufficient lift at high angles of attack when flying slowly. The Concorde featured a mechanized nose that could drop by 12.5 degrees to provide the pilot with a clear view of the runway during high-angle maneuvers. This mechanism had 4 positions. The top position was fully retracted and used during supersonic flight. The second position lowered a specialized heat shield visor to protect the cockpit from the intense heat of supersonic travel. The third position, a 5-degree down setting, was used for takeoffs and taxiing to improve visibility. And the final setting dropped the nose even further into a 12.5-degree position necessary for landing. The Concorde also had a small tail bumper wheel, not typically used, but designed to protect the rear fuselage and engines during steep takeoff and landing angles. The interior layout of the Concorde maximized efficiency in its narrow fuselage while maintaining luxury. At the front sat the cockpit with 4 seats: the captain, first officer, flight engineer, and a jump seat for observers or trainers. Behind this were a compact lavatory and galley area, followed by the forward passenger cabin with 40 luxury seats arranged in a 2-to-2 configuration. Midway through the fuselage were 2 more lavatories, while the rear section housed an additional 60 passenger seats. At the very back was another galley for meal preparation during the relatively short supersonic journeys. The Concorde's engines were mounted under its wings for mighty Rolls-Royce/Snecma Olympus 593 turbojets, some of the most advanced engines ever built for supersonic travel. Each was capable of producing a staggering 38,000 pounds of thrust with afterburners engaged. Like all jet engines, air was drawn in through the intake, compressed by compressor blades, mixed with fuel, ignited in the combustion chamber, and expelled as hot gases to generate thrust. For additional power, especially during takeoff and acceleration to supersonic speeds, the Concorde employed afterburners. Extra fuel was sprayed into the hot exhaust stream, igniting a secondary combustion that acted like a rocket booster, increasing thrust by 26% and helping the aircraft break the sound barrier. This technology, borrowed from military fighters, was key to reaching supersonic speeds. The Concorde had 13 separate fuel tanks dispersed throughout its delta wings, holding an impressive 119,000 liters of fuel. On a full tank, it could fly around 7,200 kilometers at incredible speeds. However, it was extremely fuel-hungry, burning about 25,000 liters every hour. These fuel tanks also played a vital role in controlling the plane's stability. As Concorde accelerated toward Mach 2, the center of pressure on its wings, the point where lift effectively acts, tended to move backward by up to 1.8 meters. At supersonic speeds, this shift could create serious control problems and potentially cause a dangerous nosedive. To counter this, Concorde used a clever fuel management system. As speed increased, fuel was gradually transferred from forward trim tanks to rear trim and collector tanks in the wings. This movement of up to 20 tons of fuel shifted the center of gravity backward, aligning it with the new center of pressure, resulting in a perfectly balanced aircraft even at twice the speed of sound. The Concorde was more than just an airplane. It was a symbol of innovation, elegance, and ambition. It pushed the boundaries of what was possible in commercial aviation, combining advanced engineering with breathtaking speed. Passengers not only traveled faster than ever before, but also experienced a level of exclusivity and prestige unmatched by any other airliner. Its sharp silhouette cutting through the sky became an icon of human progress and design excellence. Though it retired in 2003, following the downturn in air travel and the high cost of maintenance, the legacy of the Concorde continues to captivate the world. It remains a masterpiece of aerospace engineering, inspiring a new generation of supersonic aircraft development. The dream of high-speed flight lives on in projects like Boom Supersonic and NASA's X-59, all of which owe their roots to the pioneering spirit of the Concorde. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified when I post new content. Stay connected and be part of the journey. Follow for more fascinating insights into aviation, engineering, and technology. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned a lot, and I'll see you next time.